Into the thick of
Never
it.
watched Scott Pilgrim.
Into the thick
Everybody
of it.
compares me to her.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Twitch channel. And thank you for tuning in to Tales of Yggdrasil on this fine Thursday evening. We are down two players this evening. We are down a Bragg and we are down an Amaris due to personal issues as well as medical issues. So we wish them all the best. Bard of the Midwest, Bruno, will be joining us very shortly. So we're just waiting on him, but we're going to get underway now and wait until he arrives. So, uh, before we start, I don't really have any announcements. Just a reminder that it is still Pride Month, and to all of the
PK do crimes.
to all of the guys, gals, and non-binary pals, you are fucking valid, you are loved, and you are cared for. And we're not going to stop telling you, because it is whether it's Pride Month or not, we are proud of you. So take that with what you will. On that note, I do not have any other pressing announcements. Does anyone else have any announcements?
Ooh, I have a couple.
Okay.
I'll go last.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Righty. Uh, I'm waiting to see. Okay, I'm pinned now. Okay. Oh, hi. I'm Paige. I'm the one of the bisexual disasters here on the stream. Wishing you a happy Pride, and I have a couple of stream announcements. For my Twitch, tomorrow is episode 62, I think, of Jim Kingdom Chronicles.
Yes.
Yeah, tomorrow's episode 62. And if you did not tune into last week's episode, oh, you're going to be in for some fun as soon as you join the stream. Because we're going straight into combat when we start. So that'll be fun. Last Mine of Fandelver should be this Sunday. Hopefully, as long as like nobody has shit happening. I have an announcement for a new stream that I will be starting in July. Either me or Emmy will be streaming it. However, it's going to be a Star Wars 5e game, Clone Wars era. If you joined us for Star Wars Talks last night, we discussed the campaign. Myself and Alpha Hannah 5311 will be a couple of the players in the game. We'll be joined by Markov and Co., Starshard Stories, and their friend Colin. Emmy, Starshard Stories, is going to be running the campaign, and the rest of us are going to be the players. It's going to be Clone Wars era Star Wars game, starting it in July. Once we get the date settled for the first stream, we will let y'all know when that's coming to you. That's all I've got.
Cool. Anyone else?
Sure.
All right. Hold. There we go.
All right. As you all probably know by now, I sell art on Society 6 and Redbubble. I sell photography art. If you are a Maryland person, there's a small town in Rock Hall called Rock Hall that in August has a pirate weekend. And my plan is I'm submitting the forms tonight to get a vendor booth there. So I will have a space to sell my prints, and I'm also going to make sure I get a double so I have room to set up a backdrop. So if anyone wants pictures taken in their regalia, I will be able to do that right then and there. So if you're near Maryland and want to check it out, it's I think the second weekend in August. You're welcome to check that out. Also, I have added to my shop, if I can share.
You can.
Should be able to. Ta-da! These 4 top prints that you see are my latest. Dreamscape, Hunger, Fishing, and Warm Nesting. These are different photos that I've taken that are available on everything from these desk-size prints to duvets. So feel free to check all that out.
Cool. Cool. Brian, you said you had a couple of announcements?
I just have one announcement. First of all, everyone is awesome. And if you don't believe me, just ask Lego. They have this cute little set. I think it's like $30. It's got these cute little friends, different hairstyles. It just represents like so much of the LGBTQ community. And the project designer was, in fact, family, one of the LGBTQs. But Pride isn't just a celebration of, being awesome and being queer and being like, just like super rad, because we are. It's also a time to reflect on how we got to where we are and what we're still struggling with. No one's story is going to be happy all the time. I was actually watching a Pulse video done by, I think, most of the cast of American Horror Story and other Ryan Murphy stuff. But they went through each and every victim of the Pulse shooting from Florida, like a 30-second backstory for them. And it was really touching for me. Like, I definitely was crying. Pride is also about just reaching out to other people who are like, I don't understand this. I don't know what's happening. What is this LGBTQ thing? And just sort of like helping curb them away from violence and, terror and fear that, that so many of us have had to deal with our whole life. So, I mean, this Pride Month also, give thanks to, the drag queens and the transgender people and the fabulous gays and the wonderful lesbians and the intersex people that have sort of paved the way for us to be able to live our truth right now. And, just be a beacon for the people that are still, struggling, still trying to find their voice, still trying to come out of the closet. You are an amazing human being, whoever you are. And your identity should not be based in living in fear. But also, if you are coming out, just remember that if you're not in a safe place, it is okay to wait until you are in an area that you have people that love and care for you, or that you're away from anyone who could harm you, because, there are still trans people being murdered. There are still families. I see on TikTok a lot, people coming out to their parents or talking about gay stuff, and just the negative reactions that they are getting from these people who are supposed to love them unconditionally. So just remember that you're not alone. We are mostly LGBTQ here, and I think everyone here is, if not an ally.
Everyone is either gay or friends with the gays here.
Yeah. And it's 2021. We're done as a society, hiding in the closet. So I'm going to continue to fight for everyone's rights, and also live my truth, because I'm fucking gay and I love it. And just know that you're loved, and this is a month to celebrate and a month to remember that love wins. So that's my announcement.
Oh.
And love always wins. And for anyone out there who isn't feeling loved right now, just know that we love you. We support you. We are always going to be in your corner.
Even though we may not know you, we do.
We may not know you at a personal level, but we care about you.
Yeah.
My DMs on any platform that I am on are open to anyone.
I was going to say, and my mic was muted, so I couldn't. I was going to agree with the damn straight and realize that was incorrect, so damn gay.
As Paige said, be gay, do crimes.
Be gay, do crimes!
The only thing straight in this campaign are straight D20 rolls, and even then, that's questionable.
Questionable D20 rolls.
We've all seen my character. There is nothing straight here.
There's nothing straight here in general, let's be
There's
fair.
nothing straight. We've got Rune and Rin flirting with each other on a regular basis. We've got Ygritte who's like, what is sex?
She is the token arrow ace in the group.
Thank you.
And then we have Lethe, who is on the far end of the other spectrum, which is just pure pan, pure unadulterated pan.
Ygritte and Lethe are exact opposites. They are the dyad and the gay.
I felt a disturbance in the gay.
I felt a disturbance in the gay. For fuck's sake.
We need that on a shirt now. We need that on a shirt. Right, so on that note, let's dive in to Tales of Yggdrasil. Why does it not automatically go to gallery view?
You have to manually put it back on gallery view. Yeah.
So, last we left off, shit went down, to say the least. The party, after some quite thorough investigation and with some handy rolls, tracked the whereabouts of the assassin who murdered a Jotnar family. And they tracked him back to the Chiefess estate within Jotunvale, and had a very intensive combat session. It was Bruno who dealt the final official hit, but did it non-lethal for Rin to make the last move. And in a stunning turn of events, Rin went dark and murdered a man in cold blood. It was awesome.
Justified.
Oh, heavily justified, though, absolutely. I made this guy a cunt for a reason.
Okay, you can't be surprised when we murder cunts.
I'm not
You cannot
surprised.
be surprised by that.
I'm not surprised. I was just surprised how cold Rin was to the whole fucking situation.
Surprise is not the right word. Proud. That's the word.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit proud. A little bit proud of my boy. And then they underwent some quite extensive talks with party members and members of the community alike, to the point where Ygritte disposed of the body, is one way to put it.
She torched that motherfucker.
Brutalized? Is brutalized the word?
I defiled a corpse.
That's the word.
You defiled a corpse in a shallow grave just to add salt in the fucking wound. Again, proud. Away from the community as a whole, which is a good shout. And then the celebrations began again, but on a more somber note. As it was a celebration of life, but then it turned into a full-on funeral. Which is not very different to a celebration of life in Jotnar community. And so, after some emotional turmoil, the party went to sleep. And such, the party members now awake. Rin. Before you wake, you are in a dark expanse. You see nothing but a glowing silhouette of a lithe man, long hair, He turns around, and there you see Felor. But then you see someone else. That same shining, tall figure, standing 8 feet tall, coming beside him. Placing his glowing divine hand onto Felor's shoulder. And you see Felor's face. It's no longer gaunt. It's no longer that distorted face that you saw when you first met when you met him again. And you see his one red eye fade back into the blue that matches the other eye. And they just dissipate. And you wake.
Okay.
So, bar Bruno, who should be on his way soon, who is likely to wake up first?
Red.
Rin, Egret as well, as you are.
Egret, yeah.
only has to trance, so she would probably be up before the group.
Okay then. Here's another question. Who got drunk last night? Who's likely to get drunk last night?
I think Lethe would have played it up, but stayed pretty sober because she was the performer.
Fair enough. Ren, slightly drunk? Rin. Okay.
No, Rin doesn't drink.
I thought at this moment it would have called for it, but fair enough. Sticking to character. I love it. Rune.
No. Maybe like one drink just to sort of like process everything. But yeah, mostly just like looking after Ren and making sure everyone's doing okay in the tribe.
Okie dokie. So, Egret, you see Bruno come down, Akirin and Rune all eventually come down, including Lethe, and you all meet back at the tavern because at this point, Egret, you kind of figured if we're going to meet anywhere, it's always going to be in a tavern.
Mm-hmm. Put my headphones on.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing. The morning is yours for now.
Not sure if my mic like picks up any background noise or not from my computer, so I just put these on so it doesn't.
It's fine.
Alright.
The morning is yours for now. What would you like to do?
I hope everyone slept well at least.
Always.
Egret will look to Ren. How are you feeling?
I think I'm gonna take a walk.
Do you
Just-
need an... by
Go on.
yourself? I think we kept talking at the same time.
Yeah. I was actually hoping if Rune could accompany me.
Oh yeah, I've got you, buddy.
How many push-ups have you been doing since you woke up?
Oh, I do my calisthenics every morning. Just gotta keep my figure here.
Figure, yes.
Well, I'm very strong.
Yes, I can see that.
So yeah, if you want to spar later, I'm totally down. But Rin, did you want to go for a walk there?
If we could.
Oh, all right. Onyx, would you stay with Ygritte?
Emotional support, Kitty.
Emotional support kitty, yes. If Onyx does stay behind, Egret is giving him all the ear scritches.
Yay!
If he wasn't a lap cat yet, now he's going to be one.
The moment they walk away, Lethe just says quietly to Egret, "Well, they always have me feeling like a third wheel here."
Do we catch that? Does Rin catch that with his
Oh,
passive
she waits
perception?
until you're out of earshot, I think.
I was gonna say she specifically waited till you're like well out of
Yeah.
earshot. So no.
What is a third wheel?
We are, my dear. We are.
I'm not a wheel though, I'm a person.
In this circumstance, you're a wheel.
But I don't roll.
Oh, my sweet funny child!
Lethe spends the next 10 minutes going into the logistics of relationships and third wheels to make it understand.
You know what? You know what? Let's have fun with this. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check just to see how well you explain. With advantage, because you're Lethe.
I'm sorry, this girl grew up alone. She had no sex education.
Lethe is giving you sex ed, okay?
Oh,
but like,
God.
not like public school sex ed. She's giving you like proper healthy sex ed.
Yeah.
Yes, schools. And
So this is how she just grabs a banana. This is how you roll the lambskin on.
Oh God! Yeah. Actually, it's pig intestine these days.
Pig intestine, yeah.
Also, Egret, what's your intelligence modifier?
Oh God, I think she's actually pretty. It's a +1. She has a 13 intelligence.
Okay.
So she is average intelligence.
Okay.
She just has no charisma. As I've been able to roleplay accurately. It's been painful doing this.
Is it straight intelligence that I'm rolling?
No, it's gay intelligence that you're rolling.
Hey!
My gay intelligence. My gay intelligence is 17.
That's with advantage?
That's with advantage. My first roll was a 7.
Okay. In that case, I would say yeah. I would say yeah. You explain pretty well the whole concept of being a third wheel when around people who are in relationships, and just the general concept of being a third wheel, like in friendship groups as well. So yeah, you get a pretty good understanding.
I don't understand how you can be a third wheel then.
Well, I'm not part of that relationship that they don't realize exists yet.
They don't realize that they're in a relationship?
I don't think so, no.
How can they not? It's after you explained it to me, it's so obvious.
You.
I love this.
Well,
I love this so much.
hopefully they figure it out soon.
We can only hope. And if they don't, we'll just have to help them figure it out, shall we?
But are we going to just tell them flat out that they're together?
Oh no, darling, that's no fun. We'll have to figure out a more interesting way.
This is a lot of information to take in at once.
Only here to help.
While that is going on, Rin and Rune, you're off having your walk.
Mm-hmm.
The floor is yours.
So Rin I was going to say Rin is walking towards where, or the general area where Felor got cremated.
That depends. Egret, would you have told the party where he got absolutely?
Nope.
Uh,
Because she's just like, it's heated right now, literally and figuratively. And I don't want to upset Ren more, so I'm not gonna tell them where the body is.
I was gonna say, is it
Bruno never even found out where I went.
Nope.
Is it still smoldering though?
I think it would still be smoldering, yeah. So if you could find the smoke, you'll find the body.
well,
Rin,
Like
what's your?
ever.
This is the question. Rin, what's your passive?
my passive perception is 17.
I would say then, yeah. You know that there was this central bonfire that is still smoldering, is still giving off a fair bit of smoke. But then you notice, in the opposite direction, near the Chief Guest estate, there was a second smouldering plume.
Rin will be quiet until they walk up to that point.
Okay.
And then when we get there, this is obviously to room. I wanted to apologize for what I did last night.
Oh, what for specifically?
The whole insinuating stuff and blowing you the kiss. It was stupid and I shouldn't have misconstrued anything the way that I did. And I just wanted to apologize.
Rune's gonna like sort of like, I'm assuming we're walking like side by side.
Yeah.
So he's gonna sort of like hop step in front of Rin and just like grab him by the shoulders and be like, you don't have to apologize for anything there. I liked it. And then he's gonna sort of wink and like saunter off in the direction that we were heading.
You know, I used to have another group that I had ventured with, but I wasn't a cleric. I didn't hold any power at that point.
So what happened to that group there?
I'd like to say that we all went our separate ways and everyone else settled down, but truth be told, they just abandoned me and left one day without me, and that's how I ended up in here. Well, not here, but that's how I ended up in Midgard, just wandering around aimlessly, and eventually found my way. That's why trust within a group and trust when it comes to you guys it's a little bit hard for me, but I'm working on it.
Oh, well, forgive me for saying, but I don't think you have to worry about that with me there. I trust you.
And I trust you. I do trust you. I just, if I ever seem a little apprehensive or a little bit closed off, even though I haven't been. I just wanted you to know. That's why. I just wanted you to know me.
Oh, yeah, well, you didn't seem very fond of that fella last night.
Yeah. He. I didn't know. Me and him, we courted each other for a while, and I didn't know that he was so evil, to put it as it is. And he tricked me into thinking that he was this good person, but he's the reason why my parents, my little brother, and my village are gone.
Oh, geez. Well, he didn't seem to be very, well, how do I put this? He seemed like a dick. So I don't blame you for, you know, how things turned out.
No.
If anything, I hope it healed you a little bit.
Just seeing his face, as soon as I saw his face, I just saw black. Just the red mist just descended, and that was it.
Okay, well, are you still seeing it? And he's gonna sort of like look into your eyes a little bit, like a Miyazaki character who's under the age of 6, who's just like curious about the world.
He'd be like, of course not, and like kind of like playfully push your face away.
Well, that's good then. I just feel bad for the people that, you know, didn't make it last night.
I know.
So many innocent lives being lost for who knows what.
That's why, in their memory, I'm gonna plant a whole field full of trees.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
Well, you're probably gonna need some help there.
Yeah, I'm thinking onyx would be the best help.
Oh, come on. I used to be, well, I guess I'm still a farmer, just not currently on the farm.
Yeah, of course I'd want your help.
Well, I'll see if they got a plow or something nearby.
I mean, onyx can help too. Can onyx dig?
Oh, Onyx can dig, but I don't know if that'll be helpful.
Yeah, sure. I'd like your help.
Okay there. Well, more hands make less work. So just let me know when you want to get started.
Will do. You want to head back?
Oh, I think I'm gonna go for a run here.
Do you want me to send onyx your way, or just leave him with Ygritte?
Oh no, I'll will you be okay getting back to the town by yourself?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, I know we didn't walk very far, but
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay, there. And then Rune's gonna just come up and like sort of like give you a hug.
Mhm.
It's gonna be all
Rune-
right there.
I hope so.
Seems like there's one less cause of stress in your life.
I don't know. There's Leafy back at the tavern.
Oh yeah, what are we gonna do about her there? Anyway, just if you see red or the blackness again, tell me it's all right there.
I will do.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go get my sweat on. I'll be back in about 3 shakes.
Okie dokes. And I'll head back just to
Okay.
cut the tension.
He's gonna just kind of like touch your face for a second and then back up and start like just running away.
Okie doke.
Moving around at the speed of sound.
Motherfucker went. Meow. Bruno, just to recap. Bruno,
signs of life.
just to recap. Parties all met up at the tavern. Bryn and Rune went out for a walk, and Lethe educated Egret about the whole concept of being a third wheel.
I was gonna say it like right after Brian made the comment, and I held it back. Of like, we have that Lethe, and it's like snap back to Lethe, and she's got diagrams on the table, and she's sitting there go, so this is the main difference between these two parts.
And then there's just Egret sitting at the table with Onyx strewn across her lap because he is a lap cat and she's giving him scritches.
With fear in her eyes.
I would say he's probably
The fear of the gods in her eyes.
he's just like upside down, like just like completely draped over your lap, like waiting for belly rubs and purring like mad.
So those who are back at the tavern, Bruno, would you have stayed at the tavern or would you have stayed elsewhere?
Oh my god.
This is a fair question to ask when it comes to Bruno.
Bruno probably would have stayed elsewhere.
So,
Sorry, did you not want to sleep with your wife?
not wife anymore, if I remember correctly.
No.
Which is why I asked, did you stay at the tavern or did you find other accommodations tonight? But you answered my question. However,
Yes.
you wake up, not in the tavern, and Drogo is not there. But it's pretty easy to gather that she's a busy woman, pretty much running an entire town, so
Oh yeah.
her day starts very early.
Oh yeah. He's not surprised. He didn't. He's not surprised he woke up alone. Like no, she's that busy.
Busy woman. So on that note, you do know that the rest of the party is staying at the tavern. And Nathaniel, just a note. We are down a Braga and an Amaris tonight, so yeah.
I did notice their absence.
So,
Just a quick question.
yes.
As I'm coming back from my walk, would Rin see Bruno making his way to the tavern?
I would say so, yes. At this point, you do see Bruno coming out of the Chiefess estate.
Hey Bruno, the walk of shame.
There is no shame in this walk.
Come on, big guy. Let's go get some food.
It is a walk of hungry. So yes.
Also, Bruno, was there alcohol involved last night with you personally?
Probably not.
Fair. I tend to ask because it technically still was a celebration last night.
Yeah, he would have had like a couple of drinks for the celebration, but he would have like he knows when he knows his limit. He knows when he's like, all right, I'm no longer, in kind of control, but he is. Yeah, he went easy on it.
Okie dokie. So, on that note, you two head back to the tavern for your foods. And the foods that they provide are very much what you expect from a Jotnar community. A lot of meat, a lot of potatoes, and the portion sizes are fucking massive. To the elven members of the party and Rin, you see before you was basically to you a platter, but you see multiple plates of this platter. One plate in front of you. This is a standard Jotnar portion that is before you right now.
That could last me for 2 weeks.
One of the Jotnar behind the bar goes, 2 weeks? That's breakfast!
This is breakfast?
Good way to start the day, young one.
Have you not seen that you are the 4 or 5 of her? Stature-wise, not weight size.
I've been trimming down a bit. That's very rude of you to assume.
Ygritte's just thinking in the back of her head when he says young one, she's probably like thinking, I'm probably older than you, though.
He's a Jotnar. He doesn't know elves. He is. So you have your abundance of food in front of you, and there is a big fuck off mug of coffee in the middle of the table, along with the empty cups around you. Lethe, I assumed you ordered your usual breakfast wine. They don't have wine. They give you breakfast mead.
Still works.
Rin will take a big cup of coffee and just down it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do they at least have coffee?
Oh yeah, they have coffee.
Okay.
They definitely have coffee.
We're fine.
I don't think Ygritte at this point has ever had coffee.
Remember we had that conversation about cafe au laits?
Yes, no.
She's never had straight black coffee.
Nope, and good luck trying to get a cafe au lait in fucking Jotunvale.
She's gonna eye the gigantic pitcher of coffee and then just very carefully pour herself a cup.
Oh, good God, here we go.
Rin is kind of like saying to Ygritte, it's like, you know that really fast thing you can do?
Running?
No, the I don't know what it's called. It's like, I want to say it's called Wild Step or Swift Step.
Oh, you mean Misty Step.
That's the one. Yeah, if you drink a mug of that straight, you'll be able to do that without having to. Yeah.
How do I feel, DM?
Roll the con save.
How do I feel with the cursed nectar?
So, first of all,
Oh no!
oh, what did you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Oh.
That was
So,
a 4 on the die, and I have a +2 to con saves.
so immediately, one, it's hot. You're like your first sip is like, ow. Okay, take it a little bit. It's bitter. It's earthy. It hit, but as soon as you put down the cup, it hits you like that. You feel energy, but you swear you haven't expended a spell slot. This is incredible.
I can see sounds and smell colors.
I told you.
My dear, this is why we put cream in it last time.
Also, why did no one supervise me talking to the Vanir, talking to the one who could move really fast, drinking the black bean juice? Why did nobody supervise that?
Curiosity.
Because
She's now fixated on like whatever resembles a painting on the wall because the colors are popping off it. It could be a blood stain on the wall and she's fixated on it.
because it was a celebration of life last night, there was an unidentifiable stain on the wall that you swear looks like your best friend Jormungandr.
Yoramangandi. She points to the spot on the wall.
Can I put my hand over her mouth and be like, "You're not supposed to say his name out loud"?
I didn't say his actual name. I said Yoramangandi.
Yeah, not again. It's easy to put two and two together.
Oh,
I know he's your friend, but he doesn't like us saying his name out loud.
I'm not saying his name out loud. I'm
And you-
talking softly.
It doesn't matter. The people can hear you.
But we're friends.
Yes, you are friends. You are friends, of course. But he doesn't like us saying his name out loud.
At which point, the Yutna behind the bar says, Jormungandr?
It's the name
Yes,
of
that is
her.
my best friend.
It's the name of a cat that she had when she was younger.
Huh.
Do I get that he's trying to lie?
Oh,
Would I
yeah.
be smart enough?
Oh yeah.
And
In fact, technically, Egret, you don't have to roll this, but
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna
Deception check.
need you to roll a deception check. So bear with me while I get your character sheet ready.
I think it's only like a +3 or +2. Oh come on! Be kind! Be kind! Be kind!
can I be a bitch about this?
Oh no!
Depends. What does being a bitch entail?
Well, I'm right there, right?
Oh yeah.
Can I just be like, don't let them fool you? That's what she refers to. That's the name she has given to a wonderfully gifted friend of hers in Midgard.
Please, dear.
He is very wonderfully gifted, though.
Yes, he is. But
And I'm obviously making it sound like that's the reference to his Badonk.
Yes.
oh,
Gifted.
am I still rolling that deception check?
Egret has no idea that that's what Lethe means.
You haven't got part of that. You haven't got to that part of the sex education yet.
Nope.
When D&D Beyond does its thing, you have a +2 to your deception. So go for it.
Be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind. Aw, you. Fuck. 10.
Total of 12.
Can I roll my deception?
He got
sure.
a knack, didn't he?
No, no, he didn't, but he got enough. So, before you roll your deception, the Yognar behind the bar goes, right, I don't know you that very well, but you don't have to call that special friend a cat. You can just say, that special friend.
That's even better.
We're not allowed to say his name out loud. He doesn't like it.
Is this a thing that she's got on the side? Like,
Oh yes, my dear. She loves her world snake friend.
Oh my god. Leave me.
at this point, even the other goes, damn. But then he goes, wait.
Buddy,
I'm
don't-
gonna go. He is noping out of the situation hard and fast.
So I don't need to roll against it my own deception.
Yeah, I need
No.
to interrupt you guys. I am sorry. I just have to. My Jorgen Monder don't.
My yoga mother don't.
My
My
Jorgen
yoga
Monder
mother
don't want none unless you
you
got guns.
son.
Oh my god. Look at
Look at
that.
her butt.
Nicki Minaj, please don't come after us. We have nothing that you really want.
Or, you know, the original too.
You have crippling depression, and I don't think you want that.
No, that and we're all poor. Even our collective savings are probably not worth your time.
Savings.
Even Rin is just going to be like, it's not what you think to the barman. He's going to go to Leafy and be like, you behave, and thirdly, just why are you like this?
Bartender's not even listening to you. He just noped out there hard and fast. He's gone.
I'll just turn to Leafy and be like, see, this is why we can't have nice things.
Well, he believed it.
Did you have to give him the system for him to believe?
It worked.
What worked? What did you gain? Never mind.
Satisfaction, darling.
I
gained
know.
satisfaction.
You also gain entertainment, my good sir.
No, that was Rin being like, I know.
I could do this all day. Yeah, I know. So, Bruno, what are you doing during this exchange? Or are you just sitting and watching this absolute chaos? Just ain't none of my business.
So I was watching all this nonsense, just like, yeah.
Audible sip.
Yeah, very audible shit. It's like, yeah, just eating his breakfast, just like, we're gonna let them do that. We're not gonna draw attention to the fact that I didn't sleep here last night, and we're not gonna bring that up.
Oh, yeah.
Or that there's a Jotnar child that I've been standing near who looks very oddly familiar. Running around somewhere in this village.
I would say by like this point, like after the whole debacle, would it be fair to say that you kind of introduced the party to?
Oh yeah, I mean, as soon as it was like after everything and the other, he's like, look, so this is my kid, and this is his mom, my former partner, and she's also the one in charge. So, yeah, party. Oh, party.
So alcohol. So
But I interest you in everything all of the time.
So with that, you guys know that you have to go head back to Midgard to collect the bounty. So it's simply a matter of just discussing when you would like to go.
Oh wait, Bruno, where's Droga now?
More than likely in her office or tending to matters around the village.
Rin will like run up to his room really quickly, grab the like notebook that he has, and like make his way to Droga.
Hmm.
As he's heading out the door, be back in a few.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
So I don't
Uh,
like.
What's my investigation modifier? I know it's pretty high.
Your investigation modifier is +2.
Oh, +2. Okay, I thought it was higher. Never mind.
It's your insight that's quite high.
Oh, for fuck's sake! 6. So it was 4, but it's 6.
It takes you a while, and you've like the excitement overcame your momentary anxiety of being like, oh shit, I just realized I'm in a village where I know very few people on my own, and I don't want to bother. You kind of go like, I don't want to bother people with the workday, but I really need to find Droga. So it takes you about the better part of half an hour to find her, and she is in her office.
Yeah.
Do you knock on the door?
Yes.
So you knock on the front door of the chiefess estate, and it opens. And there was Droga alone, just at her desk, with fuckload of papers about, and as well as a couple of Yodnar cleaning up a stain on the floor.
I just got like, that's my fault. Sorry.
Droga kind of looks up at you. Don't apologize. According to the stain, it was a good kill.
Anyway,
My mind just said llamas with hats. I will not apologize for art.
Carl, that kills people.
yeah. Bruno tells me you can do tattoos.
I can.
Right. So here's the thing. And like I'll take like 5 minutes explaining to her the whole story behind Felor. And I'll say that like the notes that I made from the bounty mark.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the reason why I'm asking about tattoos. See if she can tattoo that bounty mark on like going down my forearm. And ask her if she can.
She kind of looks at it and goes, huh. Haven't done any tattoos in a while.
If you want some gold for it, I can.
Oh,
Give you some gold.
chip. Don't shush your mouth. You and your friends got rid of a problem. You get this for free.
Thank you.
And she kind of goes, wait here just a moment. And you see her scampering off upstairs to one of the spiral staircase that goes up to one level. And she brings back a wrapped package. And she opens it. It is a full-on tapping needle tattoo kit. And she kind of looks at the notebook, scans it over, closes the notebook and hands it to you. Alright. Which arm would you like it?
So I'm facing her, so it would be my left arm, my left forearm.
Inside or out?
Like on the inside, so like there.
Okay. and she kind of gets the ink ready, needles pressed against your skin. She goes, Bruno did warn you about the pain, right?
I mean, he's a big guy. He can probably take pain more than I can. Just do it.
Roll me a con save.
What's my con save modifier?
Your
I
con
can't
save,
remember.
+2.
Okay. Be fucking kind to me, I swear to God. You were going in dice jail. 2, so +4. It's 4, sorry.
It's 4.
Yeah.
To say this stings like a bitch is an understatement, good sir. Like, it is full on just like it is full on that, like, just a very sturdy stick, very pointed needle, very gently, just, and
Yeah.
does it sting. It, and she keeps having to, like, stop and hold your arm down. Hold still!
I'm sorry, he didn't say how much this hurts.
Well, I'll slap him for not telling you in a moment.
I bloody well will. No, I won't. He's big. It'll hurt if he slaps him back.
Oh, even Broga can fucking handle one. This is pathetic. So, after about 50...
somewhere on the other side of the village.
So, after about half an hour, 45 minutes or so, your arm is sore. It feels like it's on fire. However, you have a pretty decent looking tattoo. And the black is quite nicely contrasted against your pale blue skin.
Nice.
So, you have that. And she kind of looks back at it. I need to take some time to practice this again. I don't know why I stopped doing this.
Ren will jokingly be like, don't you have a son who's basically a blank slate? I'm kidding.
You just fucking doomed that child.
Slowly looks over to child. Mommy?
Mom! No, Joker just kind of chuckles a bit. Just that's more of a rite of passage.
No, I understand. I was kidding anyway.
Don't get me wrong; it has crossed my mind. However, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a fair few dirty looks if I treated my son like a canvas.
No, that's fair.
Plus, I'm sure he wouldn't want flowers on his ass cheek.
And Rin will say like, if you ever need me, there's what's Torin's tavern name in Midgard? Is there a name for it?
The Horn's Call.
The Horn's Call. Right. If you ever need me, or if you ever need a healer of sorts, I stay at the Horn's Call in Midgard. Just send a note there or send a letter there, and I will try and get back to you as quick as I can.
Duly noted. Do me a favor.
Yeah?
Make sure Bruno stays out of trouble. I know what he's like.
I'll try, but come on, he's a big man.
His weak point is the knees.
I was thinking that.
Just crook him at the back of the knee. He goes down like a sack of shit.
I hate to know how you know that, but you know what? I'll take that information. I know somebody else in my party would love that information too.
How do you think I kicked his ass the first time?
Oh, please do tell me, Mom.
Oh. You know what? It's time for my lunch break anyway. Sit down, boy. Sit down,
Well,
my boy. I'm gonna regale tales of how the legendary Bruno was smitten. And she does. She gives you like full on detail on how the first time she met Bruno was a full on fight, and he lost graciously. And then a different kind of fight happened.
Yeah.
So after that, you have your tattoo. It's less sore now. She applied a soothing balm onto it that also just very good moisturizer as well. And just soothes it, calms the fire that is the pain, and she gives you a little tub of it. Apply this once every day, and you should be fine. You only need to apply it for about a week.
Okay.
But seriously, just make sure it stays out of trouble. And by Freya's golden pubes, please do not let him go back to that temple he ran away from.
I'll be sure to go for the knees.
Good boy. Right, I have stuff to do. Go on.
I'm going. Thank you. I'll get back to the tavern to say to Bruno. So what is it about your knees, dude?
You have to know. It's my center of gravity.
Duly noted. And I'll just carry on eating.
He kind of shakes his head like, of course she'd tell you my secrets.
Like any good woman would.
I would just like to note that Egret is now 2 cups of coffee in.
Oh no.
She is vibrating.
It's just that frizzy hair just standing on end.
Yeah.
I am entertained.
Hold on. I need to roll something. Okay.
Tempted to cast hold person. Sit still.
Restless legs syndrome. Stop it! So, at this point, the next bit of RP is yours. Do you lot decide to head back to Midgard, or do you wish to stay for a bit?
I think ultimately it'd be down to Bruno, wouldn't it? If everybody else can concur with that.
Much as I would love to stay longer, the longer we're here, the more of a chance there is that people might find this place.
That's true. So should we keep all of this a secret?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if they ask where we found them, they found an abandoned village or something. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure we can come up with something. But
Yeah. Well, we have an expert deceiver sap right there.
yes, I'm sure we can craft something salacious enough.
Lethea, I want you to know that I do love you. I'm sorry for the snide jokes.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Darling, I wouldn't dish it out if I couldn't take it.
You're kind of copying.
There's
Like,
just a
oh, darling, I know.
There's a smirk on Bruno's face. It's like,
I know I had established with like one store, but have I managed to establish enough of like a relationship with this town that I'd be like, yeah, we can go.
I would say, like, yeah, you established, like, enough with the general goods store, and the fact is, you helped in liberating this village with an assassin that could have done a lot more damage. So, in Drogo's eyes, anything you need within reason, you've got it.
Okay.
At this point, Rin would have told Lethe as well that I've set up a connection with her, that if she needs me for anything for healing, that I'll be making my way here.
Good to know.
Making connections, as you say.
Very helpful.
Yes, indeed. Shall we go grab the horse and cart then?
Works for me.
Rune is still like out on a run.
Oh shit, yeah, he is, isn't he? Maybe we should wait for Rune, actually.
I'm with you guys. I only ran for like an hour, and I definitely would have seen the tattoo and been like, "Oh, you're so strong there, eh?"
It fucking hurt, and just like looked at Bruno, was like,
Oh, it's all right. I'll take care of you.
thank you.
If
don't know
Lethe
what
does
to
it
expect.
first. I'll be right back though. Sorry.
Not
What do you
quite
say,
what
Nate?
you expected, but
Well, I didn't expect like a 2-inch needle to be poking into my fucking arm every other second. But it's fine, it's fine. It's not hurting as much. She gave me a balm to apply every week. To apply once a week. One day a week. Fuck words.
Bruno, you remembered this bomb. This bomb is good stuff.
yes, you want to use as directed.
I will do.
Side effects may include
Bing balls.
So, would it be safe to say that you guys, after gathering your things again and saying the relevant goodbyes, you lot head on about to Midgard?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Just putting Egret in the back of the cart. She's vibrating still.
Yeah.
so,
Yes.
funnily enough, so you guys remember pretty well the way back. So you don't have to roll a skill challenge for that. Have about 2 hours in, Egret. That buzz you had, you are getting the crash of a fucking lifetime. So you go from
It's just like you guys watch her freeze up and then she just goes.
I did warn you, darling.
See, this is why you don't let the literal child have coffee.
she's older than you, bud.
Oh, I know, but like she's childlike.
And what did we learn?
Curse the bean juice.
She's not wrong.
Clip that shit. Clip
Oh.
that shit.
I can't clip that shit because I'm
I
logged out.
clipped it. I clipped it.
Oh, that was fucking grand. I love it. Oh.
Rin will take off like his jacket and just put it over Egret as she's just crashed out.
It's safe. It's clipped now.
I love it. I fucking love it. Curse the
Yeah,
bean
she's
juice.
She's just curled up in the back of the cart now, just not having a good day.
And with that, you guys are coming into the very familiar rolling hills of Midgard. where you met a certain something, a certain someone.
Yes.
I can't say hi to my best friend because I crashed.
You pass through, no tremors, no nothing, not a word. However, you do see the remainders of a small campfire. Like small plume of smoke on top of one of the hills. However, it is far off on your direction back home. So say, if this is your destination,
Yeah.
the campfire is on top of the hill, way over here.
Would I be able to make a perception check on that?
You can if you want to.
Yeah. I know my perception is like a +7 or +6.
+7.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 13.
13.
Yeah. +6 +7.
You can't make out. You can't make out any details, but you know that it's at least a day old.
Rin will say that to Lucy and Bruno. It's like, that campfire over there has to be at least a day old.
Is
However
there
you
any?
want.
How far off is it?
It's a good 80, 90 feet away from you.
And there's no sign of the occupant?
Go ahead and roll my perception check.
I'd love to, but he got stuck in a tower. Right.
Oh, don't do that.
Don't do that. Get out of the tower. That's better. You left the tower. Don't like the rule, but you left the tower. Investigation or perception?
Perception.
14.
14. No sign of the occupant.
Well, no harm in checking it out, and I'll hop off and go inspect.
Alrighty.
Bruno, wait with the cart. I'll go with her.
Okay, Bruno. Rune, are you going with Rin and Lethe to inspect the campfire? Okay, so Bruno and Egret, you're with the cart. Well, Egret is with crippling caffeine depression.
Egret's teetering on the verge of death right now.
So, Bruno and Egret, you're with the cart. Rin, Lethe, and Rune, you are off and inspecting. As you get to the campsite, it's a very modest and small campfire. Probably seats 2 max. Like, it's for 2 maximum. But other than that, you don't offhand, you don't see anything else really.
Just the campfire. No, nothing got left behind.
Nothing got left behind.
Is it just me that's frozen?
It is you that's just frozen, the Mo.
So if I kick around the dirt or anything, I don't see anything.
What are you looking for exactly?
Just if someone left something to possibly indicate that this was an old business associate who we know is in the area.
Go ahead and roll me survival.
Oh, good. That'd be great.
Can I also assist?
You can, so roll with advantage.
Or if you'd like me to roll, I have a +6.
That is a point. Lethe, if you want to be like, huh,
I'll help the farm boy.
Ruin, go ahead, roll my survival with advantage because
Oop,
of
nope.
Lethe's assistance.
None of that. Wow, garbage. 14.
14. You do see footprints.
Is the fire still going, or is it like out?
It's at its last embers.
But they didn't cover it in sand?
Sorry.
They didn't cover it in sand to extinguish it?
Nope.
Garbage, people. Yeah, I'll point out the footsteps and I'll head in that direction with Lucy.
Okay, the bear appears out of nowhere. Only you can prevent forest fires.
It's not Smokey the Bear, it's the War Axe.
No, it's okay.
For some reason, they're speaking fucking Vietnamese.
I'm
not.
Lethe, the footprints are pointed out to you. They are much larger than your compatriots.
Okay.
Than your associates.
The business associate would be okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
What do you want to do about it there, eh?
Well, how dedicated are you into figuring out who the hell decided to camp out?
They could have started a fire. I kind of want to nag them.
I worry for your priorities.
We're in the wilderness. People camp out here all the time, though.
So are we dedicating more time to this, or are we just moving on? I guess is my question.
Is this really any of our business?
Information should always be everyone's business. However, in this case, I also agree. There's not really much point to look any further.
Okay, then.
Start heading back.
Mm-hmm. So,
Rune's just kind of looking around, admiring the day.
it's a lovely day. Very temperate. Spots of clouds in the air. Very blue sky. Slight breeze. Very nice. You head back to the cart, and Ygritte is still curled up in her stupor.
Bless.
And you guys head back. It takes you a few hours or so to head back to Midgard. And you come into the outskirts of the town. You come in, you head back to the stables first. You give back the horses. You get back the cart. And the stable master, generally surprised to see you, just looks at you all going, "Oh, you returned, eh?"
Said that we would.
Were you worried we wouldn't survive?
It's Jotunheim, my dear. I was a little bit worried, eh?
We didn't really see much apart from abandoned buildings and just forests.
Unfortunately, that's what Jotunheim has become these days. Such a shame, though. Never had anything against the Jotnar. I find them very humble people.
I can imagine they were. I can imagine they were.
Well then, you held up your end of the bargain, and to be honest, you paid. How much did you pay for these again? Like 400 total?
You think so? Yeah.
He goes and here's 200 back. Everything seems to be intact, including the horses, which is good. So, thank you.
I don't know whose 200 gold that would be. I don't know who paid.
Just pocket it.
Do you pocket it or do you distribute it just evenly?
I think Rune paid, but I want to know.
No,
What
if Rune paid, then yeah, Rune, you take the money.
I mean, I'm happy to divvy it up among us. We all collectively took care of the horses and stuff.
I don't know how much that would be for everyone.
200 divided by 7.
Numbers. It would be numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got
You're
10
gay. We
entries.
can't do math.
So I would say put it about Ah!
That was a fucking sneeze.
Okay. Good God. So, tell you what, Retcon, he gives you 210 gold back. That way, it is 30 gold each.
Okay,
Because
you're gonna have
fuck. Yeah, I'll add it. Because fuck dividing it between gold, silver, and copper. Just no.
You said
30 gold. So, you guys head back back inside the city proper. And you notice a hustle and bustle around the market square. Or at least adjacent to the market square. What's everyone's passive perception?
17.
15.
13.
14.
Bruno, signs of life. Passive perception, please. What was that?
16.
Rin, Egret, and Bruno. You all remember that there was a shop that was burnt down. It is now fully restored. As if there were no trace of it burning whatsoever.
I don't remember a building being here before.
It was Alchemist? Is that the one that we saw burn down?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Bruno's like, I'm fairly certain I put out the fire that had consumed that building.
I don't remember witnessing a fire. I don't know. Maybe I was. Maybe I was zoned out again.
You
I
don't.
don't think you were with us at the time.
Egret, you didn't witness the fire, but you certainly remember walking through town and noticed that that building in particular, looked like it burned down to a crisp.
Mm-hmm. Is it possible to rebuild a building so quickly?
Well, we were gone a while. It took us a week to get there. We were there for a few days, and it took us a week to get back. Well, maybe less than that.
Still, that's very short amount of time.
It is probably mages and wizards, whatnot, that can levitate wood and put it in its place and whatnot.
I guess that makes sense.
On the inside, Rin will be like, "Does it? I was just plucking at straws there."
I don't fucking know.
Listen, she doesn't know shit, alright?
So, from this point, where would you all like to go? You have technically 3 options. You have a look at the alchemist shop. you have a look at you go back to the brewery, or you go back to the Horn's Call, because right now I would put it about maybe 4 in the afternoon, and it's been a long, heavy day of travel.
Well, if you guys want to check out the alchemy thing, I can go and get the bounty stuff from the brewery, and then meet you at the tavern, and somebody can come with me just to double check and unpocket the gold, just for your safe peace of mind.
I wouldn't mind getting to know the owner of the alchemy shop. That could be quite useful in the future.
Well, I'll go with you, Rin. What alchemy shop?
Did you not hear that entire conversation they just had? And she gestures towards the fucking building.
Will Smith style.
Sorry, I was distracted by the glow of your body in the sunlight. I don't know what came over me.
That's the right answer. I like it.
Are you trying to remember?
Egret's standing there so fucking confused.
All the DM is thinking, good fucking god, where's my bath bucket?
What's a penguin? What's an iceberg?
I think Lethe needs to go touch grass.
I think we need to go touch something.
With consent.
I think
I'll
if
head to
Leafy does decide to go touch something, though, it'll break the DM further, so maybe we'll...
Well, me and Rune are heading to the brewery.
Okay. Bruno, where are you thinking of heading?
I'm going to investigate the mysteriously no longer burned down building.
Okay. Egret?
Egret's just kind of following Lethe like a puppy at this point.
Fair.
If you'll notice, Onyx is actually following you, Egret.
Okay. She'll stick very close to Lethe and also stick very close to Onyx.
Between Lethe and Egret, why am I getting Caleb and Not vibes?
You're not wrong, though!
But here's the thing, Egret is Caleb and Lethe is not.
Yeah.
Yes, you're not wrong.
You're really not.
And I have a cat with me, that's from
It's canon now.
And I have red hair!
It's...
And I
And
just
murdered
love sex
parents.
and chaos.
So yeah, you are not.
And you're wearing a disguise.
I'm not wearing a disguise, I'm
No.
still...
No, Lethe is.
Oh yeah, not wears a disguise.
Not Beth had to do that a lot.
Oh my god.
So,
What the fuck have we done?
I don't know. We've bled. We've bled into Taldori. So with that, we're gonna go to the brewery first. So, Rune and Rin, you guys head back to the brewery that you know so well, and you don't see Dot behind the counter this time. I love how Bruno was like, what fuckery is this? Instead,
What kind of fuckery is the?
instead you find a human woman, a very, very attractive human woman, same uniform of the brewery, bleach blonde almost, but braided so very eloquently, tied up very nicely, very tidy but very stylish, adorning a few jewelry on her fingers and one pendant around her neck, and turns to you. Ah, you must be the intrepid adventurers Dot told me about. Am I correct in assuming?
You are correct indeed.
It's hard to miss. It's hard to miss a blue muspel, my dear.
One of a kind.
Mm. Others the best kind, though. So.
I'm right here.
Don't be flirting with my man.
Where is Dot there?
Well, Dot has taken my advice and actually has been. He's on a little bit of a holiday at the moment. So
He's finally taken a day off.
Yeah, it got to him when he woke up screaming about juniper berries. I think.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that'll
right.
do it.
So, as his beloved wife, I took it upon myself to tell him he needs a day off or two.
Dot straight.
Inside chat.
Why do I get the feeling she murdered her husband?
I'm sorry. This is Pride Month. Dot can be married and still not be straight.
No, I know, but still, you know.
This is bi-erasure!
Oh, come on.
Straight passing relationship.
Still
What?
very gay.
One day I'm gonna bring a like totally straight couple, and you guys are not gonna trust them one bit.
Wait. The moment we see your general sit het male, we're gonna be like, no.
We're gonna be the murder.
But yeah, my name is Dahlia, and it's a pleasure to meet you both. Where is the rest of your intrepid group?
They got curious about the new alchemy shop, and we just came to collect the bounty.
Yeah, it's very strange that that building was burnt down not but less than a month ago, correct?
Yeah, you must have some quick workers in this town.
We do have magic here, darling. I think that might be the case. But still.
I suggested that to our friend. She's kind of not new to the world, but she's kind of a fish out of water right now. And yeah, I kind of explained that to her. But I was plucking at strings, but it turns out I was right.
Oh, is that the little Vanir girl?
Yeah, Egret.
Aw, apparently she's a gem. I'd love to meet them all.
Absolutely.
I am not a stone, thank you very much.
I said a fish out of water.
She'd love to meet me.
So, is there something I can do for you, or are you heading into the back room?
Any libations that are new or different, I'd love to take a peek.
You see, I am working on something right now, but it's still in the fermenting process, I'm afraid. But for now, I guarantee you, this next batch is going to be something to behold.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Let me know when it'll be done there.
It's going to take a few months, unfortunately, because it is more of a seasonal thing that I'm working on. What's that?
Yeah, said you're killing me.
Oh, she does a Will Smith to the entire store, just being like, we have plenty to choose from.
Oh, I know, but you guys just have such great concoctions. I wanted something different, but you know what? I'll swing by on the way back through.
Well, I can tell you this much. When it's a cold day, you will want this.
I love the sound of it already.
Oh, just you wait until it's finished. So, back room it is.
Yes.
Very well. Dahlia goes back to the barrel that you know, places a hand on it, and the door opens once more.
Ooh.
you guys head back down to the huge feasting hall, and with that, you notice that there is a blue ribbon on the bounty board that wasn't there.
Can I make an investigation check on the bounty boat this time?
You can indeed. He's learning, people. He's learning. So, yeah, sure. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
+2, right? My investigation.
Investigation +2, yes.
Okay, so that's 15 altogether.
15 altogether. This blue ribbon is placed in the space of the bounty stop that you took. And it doesn't take much to figure out that this is what happens when a bounty has been complete.
Okay. Rune, you probably don't, but do you have any idea who do you think we should talk to about this?
I'm gonna take a look at the ribbon before answering.
There is a little bit of runic knitting into the ribbon, and it's the same. It was the same runic writing as on the bounty stub.
I'm gonna grab Akirin's arm
Mm-hmm.
and compare the two.
Identical.
I'm gonna take Akirin's hand, and together, hand in hand, I'm gonna grab the ribbon,
You pull
but using Akirin's hand.
Yeah.
You pull the ribbon, and the ribbon shifts and turns into a quite hefty sack of gold.
Oh.
Oh dear. Love magic.
I wish I could do that with a piece of ribbon.
One day.
And on the sack of gold is a note of the bounty and how much is in the sack. It equates to 4,900 gold.
Well,
Distributed between the 7 among you would equate to 700 gold each.
nice.
So,
I'm gonna guess. Is it in platinum?
no, full on gold.
So the pouch is full of gold.
So the pouch is like, I say pouch, it's more like a burlap sack.
Okay.
As this is one of the more intermediate bounties, you gather that like the higher the bounty is, the better the reward. So yeah, you are all free to divide the to add the 700 gold to your inventory, as I feel you like. Rin's just gonna distribute that as soon as he can.
Oh yeah. Of course.
So, is there anything you guys want to do while you're here?
If I'm honest with you, I'm curious about saying this to Rune, rather. That's me. Kind of want to go back and check out the alchemy shop. My curiosity is piqued.
Rune's just gonna kind of like look over the bounty board before we leave.
Okay.
I'm not gonna touch anything, but
So you're just making a general check over the bounty board?
yeah, does anything catch my eye?
Other than the fact that the most difficult bounty on there has tally marks of attempts. and that tally mark went from 30 the last time you, the last time that Rin checked, to 50.
God damn.
What is it?
It it simply marks that a very dangerous muspel has been desecrating holy and civil places in Muspelheim, in Jotunheim, Vanaheim, and Midgard.
I think we're better off leaving that one for now.
Oh, yeah, that's
I wouldn't like us to be tally mark 51, if you know what I mean.
Oh, don't worry, I'd protect you. And Rune is like obviously like shaking for a second, and then like sort of like recollects himself and like, okay, well, looks like we gotta carry this gold back to the group there, eh?
Yeah, let's go see what all the hubbub is about with this new arcane place in the village.
Sounds good to me there. And he'll sort of like grab the sack of gold and just put it on his shoulder
Okay.
and carry the weight, and then he's gonna put his arm around Rin like in an endearing friend kind of way. So they're
Rin will do the same.
walking kind of like this.
Okay.
Oh, let me grab some libations before we go, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, I'll get 3 more bottles of whatever.
Dahlia goes, if I remember correctly, you very much liked the black cherry mead that Dot made like long ago.
Yes, please.
She hands you 3 bottles.
Mm.
As I'm not Dot, I don't have his softness, unfortunately, so that's going to be about 50 gold.
Sold. I give her 6.
Stingy bitch!
Dot's been spoiling you guys with giving you free tasters. Dahlia is...
Stingy bitch!
I give her 60.
Dahlia looks and goes, he did warn me about this. I don't know why he ever complains, and just immediately pockets it.
Can I make a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
This is to Dahlia.
Yes, dear?
Before, Dot made me this mango and vanilla juice because I don't drink alcohol. I've never been one to partake. I've run out, unfortunately, but I'm going to keep the etched bottle because it's so gorgeous. But can I make a suggestion on a juice that I've been thinking about?
You may.
Is it possible to make a lavender-infused vanilla sort of drink? Leafy's eyes. How heavenly does that sound?
Rose is also really good.
Dahlia kind of takes out a little notebook. For that, my dear, you just earned yourself a free refill. Do you still have the etched bottle?
Yeah, it's been with me the entire time, like wrapped in like a blanket safe.
She'll take the etched bottle, head back, and a few moments later she comes back and it's refilled with the mango and vanilla.
Ah, thank you. I ran out a few days ago on the travel back.
Dot is gonna love me for this one, and he's gonna love you too. So, I'll put that over to Dot, and I'm sure as hell as it is cold that he'll definitely look that up.
Awesome. Thank you.
So, you guys head back outside to the alchemy shop, and all of you
Yes.
meet back up. And yeah, there's not a scorch mark to be found on the outside.
What kind of fuckery is this?
Do you all head inside?
Well, I'm guessing they would have been inside, and then we'd eventually.
So, you three, who are already, like, this is while Rin and Rune doing the thing. You three head inside. And it's slightly TARDIS-like. The outside of the building is quite modest and small. You go inside, it is a long storehouse of vials of alchemical ingredients, liquids, metal filings of different kinds. There's 2 alchemy kits going off at a singular time. And there's no one behind the counter as of yet.
As I usually do when I first walk into a place. Any familiar crests?
Not a single one.
Even from, like, associates of associates?
Nope.
Cool.
You're playing
Is there-
Blackpink in the background?
Oh my god, is it too loud? I'm sorry.
No! Excellent music choice.
Nah, fair play to you, honestly.
Fucking love Blackpink.
Well, I don't want it to screw with Twitch.
It's very muffled, so you're fine, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, is there like a bell on the counter that I can ding
There is.
ding?
Yes, just a moment. Like there's a small bit of clattering, and you all hear just oh shit. Luckily that wasn't volatile. And you see a human male in his mid-40s, salt and pepper, short trim beard, long hair pulled like. You know the hairstyle where it's 2 tails like pulled to the back to kind of make it tidy? Very much like that. Very Geralt of Rivia. And he comes in, he's wearing grey robes with a silver trim. And he's just like got this rag that he's rubbing his hands into. And what may I do for you 3?
Last time we saw this place, it was a pile of ash. You certainly build quite quickly.
I'm a man of many talents, what can I say?
Talents that do not go unappreciated. Don't get me wrong. It's rather nice in here.
I've made the place my home, so I do what I can.
Well, I don't know if you've heard at all, but we happen to be just a group of adventurers who seem to have taken residence in this beautiful town and might end up needing offering you some businesses in the future as we continue our travels.
My dear, I've been looking forward to meeting your group for quite some time, because adventurers bring in the best money.
I'm Lacey.
Fjolnir, pleasure to meet you.
Fjolnir?
Yes. Fjolnir.
Give me 1 second while I turn back to my Midgard page.
Fjolnir.
Mew mew.
Mew mew.
That was just me. Sorry, Sarah.
But in this case, it would be phew phew.
Mew mew.
Phew phew.
Ah, you fucking bastard. Sorry, just pushing my laptop back and I jammed my fingers.
J.
Olnir.
And this is a human?
Mm-hmm.
And you said blonde?
Salt and pepper. And you notice as well, he has a scar down his left eye and one across his nose that reach both his cheeks. Salt and pepper, tidy but short beard as well.
Okay.
But yes,
Does the apothecary have a name anywhere posted? Any sign?
As you shake his hand, he says, "Fjolnir, and welcome to the Sather Tap."
Safer tap?
You're probably gonna hate me for the spelling, so I will message it to you.
Okay.
Do.
Lethe keeps track of the important things. People who she can get money from.
Yes.
Like all my notes are.
Chris is probably somewhere in the background instinctively taking notes anyway.
Oh, fuck you.
It's pronounced.
How do I write that?
With D. Hold on. Let me help you out here.
I got it.
Did you give her something in Welsh?
Norse.
Oh,
Full on Norse.
what's that one town in Wales? It's like
Tyler,
something to
you want to take it away here?
go. That's all I know.
Oh, stand by cooking, get cookie, I sent it to Silly and Drobble and go.
Yeah, that's the one.
And page 404 has shut down.
This is where I am hoping I don't have any Welsh heritage, because I would never be able to pronounce that.
I do. I cannot pronounce it.
There are only two countries of origin that my surname possibly come from: England and Wales.
Wait,
I
what's your
hope
last
it's
name?
Willis.
That is very no. If it was Welsh, it'd be Wishless. But no, it sounds very English. If I'm honest.
I would like to point out that depending on the time her family immigrated, it could have been that she had that original spelling pronunciation, but when her family came through Ellis Island, they went, "Nah, man," and changed it.
No,
That happened a lot.
my family dates back to the Civil War.
That happened to my family too, though.
Yeah.
Like we were supposed to be Kargard, K-A-A umlaut R-J, A-A umlaut R-D, and he had to change it because no one was doing it.
So, yeah, but welcome to the Sather Tap, my dear. To you all. I provide the best in alchemical ingredients, as well as a slight perusal of magical items. Much more reliable than the ones in the market vendors. As well as interesting tomes and all sources of knowledge.
As he's talking, can I just be perusing the bottles behind him and around the shop?
Sure. You find some fairly familiar vials, healing potions, even a potion of haste, which is a vial of yellow liquid with black filings circling around, as well as a few you've never seen before. You swear that these colors have never seen daylight, yet here they are. as well as iron filings, as well as other filings of metal origins, roots, and you swear there were bone filings in a jar, as well as organic material suspensed in some sort of liquid.
My, you've been busy.
I like to keep stock.
I can tell.
And also in one section, you see an entire section of tomes of knowledge, alchemical and arcane notes. Some are relatively new, some of you can tell are very old because the spine is quite frayed, the leathering is very aged and withered. He has a plethora.
Can I just continue to chat him up in a, hey, I have a great business opportunity, we should keep in touch, kind of like how I've been networking with everybody else?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so if you're trying to build them into your network, we're gonna do this in a fun way. We're gonna roll some skill challenges here.
Ooh, goodness.
So,
With my rolls tonight, this should be interesting.
So, we're going to do...
No, you are not behaving.
Well, so we're going to do 3 rolls. Persuasion. And if you beat the DC 2 out of 3 times, you should be good.
All 3 persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
26, 20, 21.
Yeah, no, you're fine. On the second one, you meet and beat.
I have a plus 10.
Fuck you. God damn it. So, Egret and Bruno. Okay. So just Egret for the time being, then. You see Lethe and Fjolnir chatting back and forth in business language that you swear could be a different language altogether. It's an interesting but very confusing exchange.
APRs.
APRs, interest rates. Fucking profit margins, you know, commissions even.
I just kneel down to Onyx. I scritch behind his ears and be like, I have no idea what they are talking about. Scritch, 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 scritch.
At which, and after your talk, Fiona kind of looks at you up and down. I think we can come to a mutually beneficial agreement. If only I could fucking English. I think we have an agreement, my dear.
Wonderful. It'll be wonderful doing business with you going forward.
Absolutely. And as a token of goodwill from me to you, he pulls out a very familiar bag and gives it to you. On me.
Really?
Bag of holding, bag of holding, bag of holding, bag of holding.
To the untrained eye, just looks like a very, very, very nice ornate bag. To anyone else, it is a bag of holding.
Fantastic. Well, I certainly appreciate this generosity you've bestowed upon us.
However, my dear, I have to stress, you bring bad name to my company, to my shop, and I'm gonna have to rethink our terms of agreement. I'll be clear.
I would never even dream of it, of course.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
We have our own Gilmore.
You mean the shopkeep or me? I feel
Both?
like I need to specify.
Yes.
Am I Gilmore?
I think you're both Gilmore and Vax in this situation.
I mean, I kind of do the Gilmore tone of voice with the whole Vax, darling.
Very much so. And Dot is like Gilmore is basically the inspiration for Dot.
No wonder we get along so well.
Exactly. This one, this one's very much more like friendly demeanor, overconfident to a point, but also very stern when he needs to be.
Don't fuck with his company.
Basically, fuck with my name, I fuck with your entire bloodline.
Don't fuck around or you will find out.
A familiar mentality.
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely.
We'll get along splendid. Do I have the 10% off with this discount with this vendor too now?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I just need to mark it in my notes.
Mm-hmm. So you now have the Safer Tap under your network.
Do me and Rune roll up at this point?
At this point, yeah, you two, you wander into this wonderful shop of alchemical oddities and arcane weirdness, but it's cozy, it's inviting, it's curious.
Do I notice Lethe with her new bag?
Absolutely.
I say to her, it's like, they sell bags here now?
Very special bags. Wonderful, very useful bags.
Okay. You say that, I'd be like, okay.
Can I Mary Poppins it to show Bryn what I mean?
Sure. Rin, you watch as like it's like a satchel. Like if I remember correctly, like a bag of fun is like a satchel almost. It's
Yeah.
not like,
Yeah.
It's like a
Like-
side
like a
purse almost.
like a side
Yeah,
satchel.
like a messenger bag.
But you watch as Lethe's whole arm just disappears into this satchel.
Put it over your head, I dare you.
Oh, honey, there's no air in that bag. I don't recommend it.
Rin will stretch his hand out for Fjolnir and be like, I'm Akirin. I'm sorry you had to deal with this one.
Oh, my good man, she's a pleasure to deal with and an excellent businesswoman.
I've had practice.
I'm sure.
You setting up shop again, Lethe?
Connections are always important, Rin. You must maintain them.
I know,
Like a
honey.
good
I'm
daughter.
kidding. He'll stand next to Lethe and like put his arm around her in like a friendly way and put his other hand out for Fjolnir to shake, say hello.
Yeah, he gives you a very firm and friendly shake. But yeah, like around him, you spot all of these oddities. Again, organic matter suspensed in liquid in jars, filings of any type of metal, bone fragments, potions of colors that you're pretty sure you've never seen, and just tomes of knowledge in one particular section.
Pretty impressive place you have here.
I do like my little abode, as it were. I have grown to be quite the knowledge seeker.
Well, if we're ever going anywhere and you need a specific mix of herbs or a certain animal, I don't know. If you need anything and we're heading in the direction, be sure to let us know.
My good man, you read my mind. Fair trade for fair trade, of course. You bring me ingredients. I can simply, say, reduce a price on any particular shop?
We have a friend who unfortunately isn't with us right now. I think she might be off uh doing something, but she's very, very well versed in herbs and remedies and whatnot. So I'll let her know, and we can maybe pick you a few herbs on our way out and on our way back in.
Perfect. I would love to talk shop with her. Absolutely. You all come in. You gaze upon the wonder that is the Sather Tap, and on that note, we're going to take a break from here. So, thank you very much for listening in, everyone. For the time being, we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere, please.
So yeah, this is like a time skip. I'll have dropped off the gold and separated it and given it to everybody, and then noticing Lethe exiting the tavern.
I'm carrying 21 pounds worth of coins.
Yeah.
And it's the bag of holding that I have, and I'm not giving it up because I'm weak.
Yeah.
Weak bitch need the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it doesn't crush my lipstick, darling. Oh, hey, Lethe, you going somewhere?
Why? Did you want to accompany me?
Well, if you'd like an escort, I'd be happy to take you part of the way, if not all the way to where you're going.
Sure. What can I do for you, my dear?
Oh, I just wanted to check in and see how everything was going. We've become kind of a little family here.
Taking some getting used to, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm used to my sisters and my little brother and my da and my ma. May Thor embrace her. And you know, all the cows and the steers and the ducks and the chickens and the pigs and he'll
Big
ramble.
family then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But this has been quite eye opening, and feel like I'm starting to become a changed man there.
Oh?
You know, there's something about that Akirin. He's just a handsome bloke, eh?
So I've noticed.
I mean, it goes without saying that you are just, you know, a gem shining in the rough here. But I don't know. I think maybe I should talk to him about you know, how I feel about him. What do you think?
I think this conversation deserves some celebratory wine.
Oh, I just got some. You want me to pull? And he like goes for like the cherry mead, right? It's mead. Yeah, he pulls out the cherry mead.
Is there like a cafe table or something somewhere nearby that we can sit at?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like there are plenty of outdoor seating arrangements, as well as like if you want to head back to the Horn's Call, you are also free to do so.
I think I'll lead Rune over to like one of those outdoor, like small cafe like tables.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, most shops and stuff, I assume, would have something some similar.
Yes, especially as it is the summer months, like outdoor seating is in abundance.
Oh yeah, so you know, it's very strange because you know, back when I was a wildcat, you know, people would pay for my company, and you know, I'd have some fun and you know, spend some time with a whole bunch of lasses and lads and some older blokes, and there are a few times that I was with a very special person who sort of skimmed the veils of both masculine and feminine. But yeah, this is, I think, the first time that I've fallen for someone who's, or I mean, I think I'm falling for someone who's, you know, not paying for my company, and it's different.
She's gonna like give him like the lightest little like tap on the cheek and just be like, "Darling, you are absolutely smitten. It's a good look on you."
Oh, stop. You see, like, the temple like vein throb a little bit, and then like just like there's like a tensing, but then like a relaxing of like every muscle in his body. And yeah, I think I've got it bad there, huh?
That level. of love, or like, or whatever you want to call it, can be quite intimidating. Don't let it threaten you. Go for it.
You know, I had an inclination that you'd be saying something like that.
Well, I am a master of all wisdom.
Wisdom is only one of your many skills there, Leafy. And he's gonna return the tap on
Oh, yes.
a tap not on the cheek because like he doesn't want to touch your face because you know makeup and stuff, but sort of like graze like your like shoulder, which I'm assuming is exposed because you know
I mean,
in fantasy times a shoulder or an ankle are like ooh goodness.
no, the outfit. If anyone has seen my TikTok videos of
Mhm.
Leafy, like that has become like my mental image of her outfit.
Yeah, no, I love it. Oh, okay, well, you know, I guess there's nowhere to go but straight into the thick of it there.
You know, you can always talk to me about anything you need to.
Well, the same goes for you, but you know, a lady has her secrets, and I don't want to pry. So consider this, you know, an open door. Um, but you are welcome in, and I'll sort of respect your privacy and whatever's necessary there.
I want to roll an insight, just as I'm studying Rune.
Okay.
On that comment, and to just get like a general understanding of like how Rune's what's going through Rune's head and such.
Okay, dokie. Go ahead.
21.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide anything or.
I would say, like, you obviously try not to hide anything. So, what, like, with that score, what can Lethe determine?
Rune has a genuine. I mean, like he's a farm boy, so he's a little naive, but he's also like because he was an athlete for so long, and because he's sort of like seen like both the good and bad of society. He's a really good judge of like how things really are, but he tries to approach it from a positive angle. And you know, she's trying to get like a sense of genuineness or authenticity. Rune is just like bearing everything right now. So, and just you know wants Lethe to feel that if she has something she needs to talk about or confide in, Rune is a safe place to go with that information. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think at that point, for the sake of brevity, she just continues with like casual conversation, she's very good at letting other people talk about themselves.
mm-hmm.
Um, and that form of communication where she just listens and then chimes in when she needs to, because she's, it sounds weird to say, but trained in conversation.
No, that makes sense.
But she's not really gonna be anything about her is very shallow.
Right. Yeah. And that's fair. And Rune not only respects that, but doesn't expect Lethe to share anything. So, I mean, the conversation is light. We talk about, you know, how Rin's got a cute butt and, you know, just casual observances, how Egret's adorable, how it's interesting that people just sort of like come in and out of this group respectively, and then he'll sort of notice that the sun is sort of on its way to being set, so he'll offer to continue to walk you wherever you were going, or if you prefer the privacy of doing your own thing, you're welcome to do what you like because you're an empowered woman and you do not need a man to take care of you.
I certainly appreciate the offer, my dear, but it sounds like you have your own conversation you need to handle.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna think on it and make sure that everything's copacetic before I, you know, poke the bear, so to speak.
All right. Well,
I'll keep you apprised though.
me
And
too.
so before you leave, Rune will sort of like grab her hand, kiss the back of it, and tread careful, little lady. And I'll see you back at the tavern.
Absolutely. I believe I have to perform tonight. I can't remember my days anymore.
Well, I'll be happy to sing and clap along with you.
You are not performing tonight. It is one of your days off.
Okay. And I will head to the coward.
And I will return to the tavern.
Okay. You head back. You head back to the brewery, and there, you see not Dot, but the blonde human woman behind the counter, as I described before.
Well, you're not who I was expecting to see.
I never am. Dot is taking a little bit of a holiday at the moment. He realized he needed a bit of a break. He spends a lot of time at work.
Poor dear. I hope everything's all right.
Oh, he's fine. It's just when you wake up screaming about juniper berries, you tend to figure that you need to take some time off.
Vacation might be necessary at that point. Yes, I can only imagine.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
Lethe, by the way.
Oh, I know who you are, dear. Dot has talked about you in avid detail.
Ooh, has he really?
He talks about you and your traveling companions quite a bit.
Well. And you are?
My name is Dahlia. I'm his wife.
How wonderful to meet you.
And you,
Insight
dear.
check.
Inside check?
I insight check everybody.
What are you inciting? To basically see that what she's saying is bull?
No. This is less of a bullshit meter. This is more of a, are you telling me you're his wife as a, what's the word I'm looking for?
Smoke screen?
No, territorial? A territorial thing? Or is this like...
Right, yeah, okay.
Are you threatened or are you invited? Like...
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
15.
15? You gather she's been... One, you gather she's definitely telling the truth. And you gather that she's not being territorial. It's not territorial. It's neither, and it's not inviting either. It's just simply stating, if you know what I mean. It's just simply like saying,
a point of pride rather than like a back off my man.
Oh, it's definitely not like a get off my man. It's more of a I am proud to be this man's wife.
Okay.
Are you here for the goods in the front, or are you here for the goods in the back, my dear?
I would like to have a conversation with someone in the back, if that's all right.
That is absolutely fine. Well, you know where to go, but still, regulations only permit me and Dot to open the door.
Understandable.
Goes to the barrel, hand on the door. You know your way from here.
Okay.
Are you beelining straight for Batia?
I think I think she'll keep like an eye out around her to see if there's any new faces. To see some older faces. Just to see like just an eye out, but she's not like going to talk to anybody else. She's just like, what's going on as I'm heading.
Okay, make a general perception check then.
Brian, thank you for these pride dice because they love me. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You see some familiar faces that you see in here quite regularly. The two dark elves behind the stall are the same two that you terrorized that one time with the Morris.
And is my buddy there?
Oh, he's there.
Okay.
As well as a new person.
A new face.
A new face. A very, very large man. Draped in half-plate armor. And quite lean. But with your experience, he's lean, but you could tell that that is hiding some serious muscle power.
Is this fucker familiar?
Off the top of your head, no.
Oh, okay. That's not what I was expecting you to say.
I
was gonna be like, I'm getting lost in the crowd.
off the top of your head, no. He's humanoid, but he seems like this mixed match of Goliath and human. Like quite pale skin, red hair, like, but not ginger, but like as in red. And in the half-plate armor and a quite large cloak, you don't recognize him, you don't see any resemblance of anyone that you know of. It's just a very new face.
Tuck that away in the back of my mind. And I keep walking towards the coward, Bastia.
You knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a very disgruntled, "Come in."
I enter.
Ah. And which name are you going by today?
There's only ever one name I go by. Mostly.
And what can I do for Lethe?
I thought I should come and apologize. My behavior last time we met was aggravating and untoward. I'm sorry.
It was. But it was also very understandable. But do know that I'm not the sort of person to backstab anyone like that. If I were to betray someone, I would do it to their face. Are we clear on that?
Absolutely. I usually try to avoid getting so emotional.
Family troubles?
My troubles. I'll deal with them on my own.
But you're not on your own.
Might as well be.
Why should you?
Because you know who I'm dealing with. Or at least by reputation.
I do. But that doesn't answer why you should be considered alone. Let me ask you something. What is the worst case scenario that you see when telling your friends of your...
Heritage?
That's one way to put it, yes. Now, I want to preface this. You and I both know we both have a shared talent of sniffing out bullshit. So I'm going to ask you. Be truthful.
You should know by now, I'm rarely ever that.
I think now's the time to start.
In all honesty,
Absolutely.
do you know how upset certain people would be if they knew, if they were known to everyday folk? And now imagine their reaction if they had learned that they were known by everyday folk. It's better just have one head on the chopping block, not 6.
I didn't exactly say that you had to be known by everyday folk. But it just seems to me...
Fine, those outside of the life.
That's more like it. Those outside of the life. Those outside of our life are outside for a reason. You have no goal. Well, you have no cause to tell anyone outside of their life. However, just because they're outside, just because certain people are outside of the life, doesn't mean they're outside of your life. And you know who I'm talking about.
Can I insight check?
Go ahead.
I know he's probably not easy to read.
Oh.
I'm trying to see how much he's figured out in the time we've been away. Now that he knows who I am.
Go ahead.
Oh, that was so shit. Why fuck with me now?
I don't have inspiration for whatever reason, do I? No.
Nope.
9.
9. He's very hard to read. Like, probably the hardest person you've read in quite a while.
This'll be direct then.
You gather that he's waiting, like, he's not exactly like not being truthful. He's just waiting for the right trigger to come out with stuff. He's never one to blurt. He's always one to wait until something comes up.
How long have we been gone?
Near enough 2 weeks.
Well, you've had half a month. I'm sure you've come to learn all sorts of things that I didn't expect you to know.
My darling, it took me a week. Your connections are high, so are mine.
So you know I have people then that I can talk to whenever I wish. As long as there's a raven nearby.
Of course. You and I share that fact.
I'm not the Raven Queen! I just look over and all I see is Brian mouth Raven Queen.
Goddess, is that you?
Mother? Mother?
Mother!
Well, Pardon my intrusion. I merely wanted to make sure the air was clear between us as we continue this arrangement going further.
I'm one of many things. Being that I am a coward. I am a very, very sneaky man. But if I have no cause, if you've given me no cause to absolutely destroy you, then I won't. All you've done recently is that you've said some very strong words to me that, to be fair, I would have probably done the same.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I did have one other question, though. Your friends out there seem to have acquired yet another employee.
Remind me, when you said your buddy, do you mean the halfling?
No, I'm referring specifically to the booth having the half Goliath.
Right. So
when I was saying is my buddy there, I was talking about the
one that you took for a walk.
Yeah.
Okay, so the half Goliath is less of a employee of the drow, but definitely a new accomplice to the coward's ranks.
Oh, I thought that person was specifically over with the. Okay.
Well, this half Goliath was at the stall, but he was on the customer side.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry, I should have clarified. That's my bad.
All right, in that case, retroing it, she's just gonna say, "I noticed that you have a new patron in your ranks below."
Yes. Seemingly dropped out of the air, that one. But he's very
efficient.
Or you could say that.
Do you mind me asking his specialty? There's so many down here.
He has yet to divulge. All that I know, he's brought back treasures, he's brought back trophies, and he's brought back means to pay.
Interesting.
See, I can't just ask anyone, oh, what is your specialty? Can you shoot a fireball out of your hand, or can you just sneak up to someone and stab them in the back to the point where they're dead?
There are subtle ways of asking, darling. You just need to ask me, and I'll teach you the best ways.
My dear, do you not realize that sometimes I love to be surprised?
True. I can understand that.
And you can see him stuffing a pipe and just taking and lighting a match and just taking a very long drag. It may not need saying as of right now, but I assure you, your secret is safe with me.
As he was talking, could I have been like, pass, puff, puff, pass? I just have my hand out to see if he'd be willing to offer. And she will partake as he's talking.
As you partake, the taste and the scent is very familiar to you.
Okay. This is not any of the hardcore shit, though, right?
Oh, no, it's like, it's not weed, it's like tobacco, but it's a very specific tobacco that you know well.
Weed is not where I was going with hardcore. I was making sure he didn't lace it, or it wasn't one of the laced products, but I know the brand.
You know the brand, yes, absolutely. But if you're thinking of stuff that's going to make you go, What? No.
Okay.
He's clever, but he's not stupid to do it right in his office.
I didn't think he would be, which is the only reason I was like, puff, puff, pass.
Oh no, like he's not that silly to do that right in his fucking office. But yeah. And just before you go, your traveling group. I feel they may surprise you should you wish to divulge to them.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Do let me know how that tour goes. I would love to hear about it.
Oh, I'm sure. And she'll pass back the pipe and head out.
He takes one more. You know, in all of my years, I still never find as good a stuff as your homeland.
Well, we aim to please.
Understatement of the century, my love.
Now, is this the best quality shit that he has? Or is this like a mid-grade or... Because I'm sure I know like the best shit.
No, like the moment you inhaled and the moment you smelt it, this is the... He can afford the best quality shit. This is the clean stuff that is smooth, but strong, like, definitely hits. It's not like a...
The shit that I'm used to.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I'll say my goodbyes and head out.
Alright. You head out, you head back to the tavern. You're not performing, so it's just a very chill drinks for the party. And with that, we will end it here. Thank you all so much for joining us for Tales of Yggdrasil session 13. 13 weeks, guys. Jesus Christ. Thank you to the viewers who are still in, and thank you all for bearing with us, especially because it is a fairly shorter session than usual. I'm still having troubles with logging into my Twitch for some reason, and unable to upload VODs, but thankfully all of the VODs that I have missed to upload still fall within the 2-month period, so hopefully it should be sorted by Saturday, and then we can do the thing. So with that, I've been your DM Gothi, MN Chief _. With us has been Arche Obsession as Lethe, turn to page 394 as Egrit, who is finally off her I almost said cocaine crash, good lord. Off her
I
caffeine.
would fucking hope she is.
We got you some stronger shit than I thought.
Whoops!
What the fuck do they serve in Jotunheim?
The good shit.
Now I can get you that.
And also with us is Bryce Ossiles as Rune, and Bard of the Midwest as Bruno, and also with us, who is not with us at the moment, is That Hufflepuff Games as Akirin. From all of us here, stay safe, be gay, do crimes, drink your fucking water, wear your fucking mask, and is it Thursday yet? Bye guys.